Hello and welcome to 5 Minute Mastery with me, your boy Takunda P. Smith. This, if you did not know, is the place where we share 5 minute tips within how you can improve yourself as a photographer. In these particular videos, have you ever found yourself wanting to shoot parties, but you do not know just how you can be able to create and bring the life out of the image? Well, worry not, because this video is exactly what it is going to tell you on how you can improve yourself as a party or event photographer. And without further ado, let us jump into the tips. Tip number one, use a fast lens. I cannot stress this enough. Shooting at a fast lens set with the fast lens such as f2.8, f1.2, 1.4, or even a wider lens, this helps you to make sure that you're capturing this with as much light coming through into your lens. And another tip, which is a side tip for me, is try, if possible, get a very wide angle lens, because I noticed that a 10mm lens makes for really nice and aesthetically pleasing images when you're shooting parties, because number one, parties are not always that serious, and that wide look makes for really interesting images. So if possible, you can also get a wide angle lens, and shooting it fast as 2.8, you'll be able to capture amazing images which will make your client go, wow, I did not think about this. Number two, if possible, bump up the ISO. I've often realized that most parties are done in certain environments where the light is very, very nice. So feel free to be able to bump up the ISO. Do not worry about the noise. If you are worried about the noise, it's also fine. I've often realized that sometimes the noisy images don't make for such bad images. Also, you can be able to compensate for noise by doing a noise reduction in post-production, but still it's up to debate. It also depends on your cameras. I often realize that with DSLRs, noise compensation is not as good. However, if you're shooting mirrorless or full frame, then noise compensation can be good. So you do have leeway and liberty to be able to bump up the ISO. So do not be scared to bump up your ISO. You can be able to compensate and work around with that. Tip number three, use burst mode to catch the reactions and the key moments. Because parties happen so fast and everything is happening within the minuscule moments, you also want to put yourself in a position where you're shooting quite fast environments and you get not to miss the key details. So it's really advisable for you to shoot with burst mode, as it helps you capture some details you might have missed. Number four, focus on candid shots. Try not as much as possible to try and pose people, get them to stand a certain way, but also with a long lens, probably an 18 to 105mm lens, you can be able to capture candid shots without having to be in the way of people and them being prompted to want to pose for the photos. Because some of these interesting photos are those when the people are not even looking, but they're just living and doing whatever it is that they're doing rather than be posed. Number five, move with the party. Allow yourself to be free and move around as the party is going on, as the event is as is. Jump in between spaces, be in between the center of everything as it is happening. Try as possible to go at a higher spot or a lower spot so that you can get different angles. Do not be stationary and keep yourself locked within one particular space, but allow yourself to be the life of the party, or by also not playing the life of the party. You don't want to steal the attention from the party as it is as is. So also try as much as possible to be grounded, but also move around within the party. If you have stuck around up until this moment, I just want to take this time to thank you. Now, do not forget to then like, share, and make sure to let your friends know that there is a P. Smith on YouTube who is making amazing videos that you can listen to and watch to improve yourself as a photographer. This is 5 Minute Mastery. If you want to support me, you can look for me on Buy Me a Coffee. You can also buy me a coffee and support the business as is, and we help each other grow in such a manner. Without further ado, I just want to tell you, until we meet again next time, adios. Do not forget to annihilate the status quo. Ciao, ciao.